we're going to be taking a look at what are called long vowel sounds in American English, and then seeing how they link with the letter L. When we say long vowels versus short vowels, a lot of people assume length because they hear the word long. So like, oh, I'll make this word longer, or they're like, oh, it's short, so I'll make this sound shorter. But the reality is all these vowels are going to be, all vowels in American English are the same length. When a long vowel links with the letter L, it's going to break into two parts. It's going to finish with a sound that's going to sound like O, which is a low pitch sound. It's very fast, it's very weak, and it tends to be very soft. So we're going to be paying attention to that. So we can see we have a couple groups of words here. Yuri, I'm going to start with you. Can you pick one of these groups of words to say for me whenever you're ready?
Reel, rail, rile, royal, rule.
Interesting. Okay. In general, Yuri, I thought you said those pretty good. I would look at how you said rule at the end, and I would compare those to how you said the other words, because one thing that stood out to me was the sound immediately got a lot more closed off. The vowel wasn't as open and not as much air was coming through as it was in some of the previous sounds. Okay, so just a note on that. I'll come back to you on that, and we'll take a look at it. Let's get a look at David. David, can you pick a group from here?
Seal, sail, sile, soil, swool.
Again, very similar point to what I have for Yuri, where I thought that spool, our last word, closed off a bit. Okay, but the general sound for rescues I thought was pretty good. Okay, so it seems like everyone's kind of having some slight breath things on the ool sound. Yuri, I'm going to slide back to you. Yuri, can you just say ool for me? Ool.
Ool, ool.
Yes, let's make it a little bit less balanced, because right now your oo sound is about as long as your ol sound, and I want that ol sound to be much faster and weaker. Can you just say ool?
Ool, ool.
Can you do it like 3 times? Ool, ool, ool.
Ool, ool, ool.
We're kind of losing it. By the end of it, by your third repetition, we're almost just saying oh versus ool. I need a little bit more separation. Ool.
Ool, 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 ool.
Can you say ool, fool?
Ool, fool.
Not quite the same. I want a little more breath on that ool sound. Ool, fool.
Ool, fool.
Does better. Can you say it a couple times? Ool, fool, ool, fool, ool, fool.
Ool, fool, ool, fool, ool, fool.
Okay. I like that a little bit more. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think I catch the idea.
Okay. Let's do one with David. David, can you say for me? Ool for me? Ool.
Ool.
Can you do it a couple times? Ool, ool, ool.
Ool, ool, ool.
Yeah, I really like where you're ending. I think where you're starting on the oo sound, your placement's a little high. Can you lower it since the oo more oo? Ool, ool, ool.
Ool, ool, ool.
You can go faster on the ool. Ool.
Ool.
That was just like that. Okay, let's look at rule. Can you say it for me? Ool, rule, ool, rule, ool, rule.
Ool, rule, ool, rule, ool, rule.
Okay, can you say rule a couple times? Rule, rule, rule.
Rule, rule, rule.
Yeah, I like those a lot. Good breath. Okay. Does anyone have any questions for me so far about anything there? Then let's return to our individual words. I'm going to slide back to Yuri. Yuri, you did the real line. It's like real, rail, rile. You did all those for me. What we're going to do is we're just going to do a vowel. Then we're going to add the L, and then we're going to do the whole word. Okay. Yuri, can you say for me eel, real?
Eel, reel.
Your placement's really high, so you're like and I'm down here like It's like eel,
Okay.
real.
Eel, reel.
Let's do something that may help too, just with placement to see if we can get even a little lower, especially towards the end. Let's try doing a falling intonation. It's like e, eel, real.
E, eel, real.
Much better. I really liked real. Okay, let's do that with the next one. Can you say a, ale, rail?
A, ale, rail.
Let's do that one more time. A, ale, rail.
A, ale, rail, rail.
One thing that's happening when you're getting to rail, you're making it a little bit more stressed, a little bit more weight to it. Try to keep it real light and relaxed. So again, a, ale, rail.
A, ale, rail.
Can you say rail, rail, rail?
Rail, rail, rail.
You're very balanced. You're gonna be just kind of like rail, 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 and I just want rail, rail, rail.
Mhm. Rail, rail, rail.
Do you think you go lower in pitch at the end? Rail.
Rail, rail, rail.
I think you can go even lower than that in pitch at the end. I'm not gonna lie. Rail.
Rail,
Drag it real.
rail,
Rail.
rail, rail.
Yeah. So that's the thing I'd be practicing here. I would try to take that pitch lower. I think it sounds fine, but I think you could go deeper. Okay. Can you say I, I'll, rile?
I, I'll, rile.
Good. Good again. I, I'll, rile.
I, I'll, rile.
Okay. Can you say oi, roy, royal?
Oi, roy, royal.
Can you say oi for me? Oi.
Oi, oi.
Try not to have too much movement on the diphthongs. It doesn't have to be like oi. You must word it oi, 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 oi.
Mhm. Oi, 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 oi.
Oi, roy, royal.
Oi, roy, royal.
Better. Can you say it a couple times? Royal, royal, royal.
Royal, royal, royal.
And again, I would be pushing your ears again, see if you can go lower in pitch on the dark L at the end. Royal, royal, royal.
Royal, royal, royal.
Yeah, like for instance, that last one I liked it more than the first one. Let's do our last word here. Yuri, can you say ooh, ool, rule?
Rule, rule.
Second time's a little better there. Ooh, ool, rule.
Rule.
Can you say rule, rule, rule?
Rule.
Yeah. I think the big thing is that pitch separation between the vowel, the ooh sound, and the dark L. Rule.
Roll.
Yeah. The other thing too is, as we always talk about, is just because the sound ends doesn't mean that the breath ends. Okay, it's like extending the breath, so it doesn't have to be like rule, and then cut breath would be rule, and then kind of softens into just breath. Rule, rule,